All right, welcome back to Estes Stadium here on the campus of University of Central Arkansas. It's a final. Trailblazers losing by 6, 23-17 to the Bears of Central Arkansas. Trailblazers now dropped to 1-5 overall, 0-2 in conference play. Welcome back here. I'm Rod Zundel. Trailblazers did a lot of good things today. They stayed right there with them. They made some big plays. One of the keys to the game was to be more aggressive, and they were more aggressive, and then to stop the run and the rushing game. 33 carries for 93 yards for Central Arkansas. So they did those things, but third down, they needed to improve. They were 5 for 15 on third downs a week ago against Austin Peay, only 3 of 13 compared to 7 for 16 on third downs by Central Arkansas. And talking with Greg Stevens, the offensive coordinator, he said that the key will be the third down conversions. Today, Trailblazers weren't good enough, 3 for 13. Bronson Barban, after missing 2 games with an injury, came in relief of Reggie Graff and played very well. 15 of 28, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns, but a 1 interception in the final minute and a half when he tried to force the ball when Trailblazers were trying to drive down for the go-ahead touchdown. Just tried to make a play happen and forced it right into the arms, an interception, and that was your ball game. Reggie Graff got the start, his third start of the season, and played pretty well. He was 6 of 9 for 45 yards, a couple of drives. Rushing the football, Asa Chapman, another nice day for him, 15 carries, 69 yards. That's 4.6 yards a clip. You'll take that every day. Eric Olson, 5 receptions, 107 yards. He is our player of the game. Eric Olson, 5 receptions, 107 yards, and a 1 touchdown. Long of 49 yards at the end of the first half, and yards after the catch for Eric Olson, 78 of those 107 yards. So nice job by him. And let's see, Ilya Uvaidov, he had, had 1 field goal, a 30-yarder. And so Trailblazers just come up short, 23-17. They did their job holding Central Arkansas to only 93 yards passing or rushing, 316 yards they had in total offense. Central Arkansas, last week they put up over 500 yards on the 22nd ranked team in the country on the road, and this week they only put up 316. And in fact, the Trailblazers outgained them 332 yards to 316. But again, you go down to the third down conversions, 3 for 13. Trailblazers turned it over in that final minute and a half. Trailblazers got a couple interceptions today. So they did a lot of things right. When you look at the numbers, they gave themselves a chance to win. But here's the key. Third down conversions, they were 3 of 13. That can't happen if you want to win. They had some crucial drop balls today, and they had some open receivers that the quarterbacks just missed. You combine all those, and the Trailblazers in a close game like this, it's a fine line between winning and losing. Trailblazers are trying to find that line and get over the hump and get a road win. So Trailblazers now go back home, take on Tarleton State. The Texans ranked 3rd in the country. They're taking on Southern Utah, the T-Birds right now in Texas. So that'll be another tough task for the Trailblazers. But they had the 9th-ranked team, Central Arkansas, coming to St. George last year, and we got them. So there's always that chance. And the Trailblazers giving themselves a chance to win. All but last week at Austin Peay, they've had a chance in the 4th quarter with the ball in their hands to either tie it or win it. And they just haven't been able to get over the hump when they had to come from behind. Against the Northern Iowa, they had the lead, and they had a couple drives at the end of the game to ice it. But in a game like this, on the road, it's a fine line, and the Trailblazers are trying to find that line where they can get the win on the road. So waiting for Coach Anderson. He's coming up right now. We'll get his thoughts. I know he's got to be pleased with the bounce back from last week's disappointment, but he's also got to be disappointed in, again, they had a chance to win it and just didn't get it done. So a lot of good things. A lot of good things today. This team can be a really good team. They can be a really good team. They just got to learn how to be a good team because they've got the talent and the plays are there. They just got to finish it and make it. So a lot to be hopeful, but, of course, a lot to be disappointed, too, because they had a chance to win this one to get their first conference win and their first road win in a couple of years. All right, so Coach Anderson is on his way up here. We will take a break, and hopefully he'll be here. Lance Anderson, when we come back on the Trailblazer postgame show here in Conway, Arkansas.
If you haven't seen Utah Tech University lately, chances are you haven't seen it at all. With hands-on polytechnic learning across 300 academic programs, 30 new and renovated state-of-the-art facilities, the most affordable university tuition in the state, and 300 days of sunshine. Why look anywhere else? Discover why Utah Tech was recently named one of Education Magazine's 10 prominent universities and colleges to watch. Join us and experience the active learning, active life difference at Utah Tech.
Back here in Conway, Arkansas, it's a final Utah Tech hard-fought battle today in our first ever game in the state of Arkansas, and coming up 6 points short, 23-16. Trailblazers had the ball in their hands in the final 2 minutes and in Central Arkansas territory, but an interception thrown by Bronson Barbin ended it, and Barbin really had a pretty decent game. Reggie Graff got the start. And Graff was doing pretty well as well, 6 of 9 for 45 for Reggie. Then Bronson Barbin came in relief, 15 of 28 for 2 touchdowns and an interception. One of those touchdowns, a 39-yarder to Eric Olson. And then the second touchdown was to Josh Rillos, a 46-yard touchdown. And that was at the start of the third quarter to give the Trailblazers the lead, and then they just could not finish it off. As we're getting Coach Anderson here, and we'll get his thoughts. And there you go, Coach. All right, Coach Anderson joins us now, and Coach, there's a lot of things to be proud of and happy about, but then again, the disappointment knowing that you had a chance to win it again.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I love getting into the fourth quarter of these games and having chances to win the game, getting, critical stops, having possessions where we can take the lead, but it's just very frustrating not being able to finish these games.
Reggie Graff got the start, and then you brought in Bronson and played him most of the way from there on out. Just talk about that dynamic and the decision process.
Bronson's been getting back healthy. He had a very good week of practice. I think he is, pretty healthy at this point. And, again, I thought gave us the best chance to win in terms of being able to throw the ball down the field, make some plays, which he definitely did at times tonight. And then, unfortunately, we just didn't execute as well as we would like in that, 2-minute opportunity at the end of the game.
Greg Stevens said you needed to be more aggressive, and you could see that in your play calling, trying to get down the field in big chunks more than you have the last couple of weeks.
We did. From the opening of the game, first play, trying to get a shot down the field, and we did that a number of times tonight. Just didn't convert as many as we'd like, but we had a few explosive plays, and that's something we have to continue to do.
Coach, your defense, these guys put up over 500 yards on the 22nd ranked team on the road last week against Lamar. Their running back had 136 yards on 31 carries last week. You held them down 100 yards rushing and 316 yards in total offense. You outgained them. Talk about your defensive play because they needed to hold them to field goal attempts, and they did to give you a chance.
Yeah, we really battled again defensively. We had a hard time tackling the running back Zero Chambers. I mean, boy, he runs hard, and it took us getting almost the whole defense there to get him down. But we really battled. We gave up a few big plays in the pass game as well, where they had some receivers go up and make some plays. So again, just there are certainly things we need to improve on. But I like the way the guys compete. We are definitely getting better than what we were last year, and we just need to keep building and get a few more stops and a few more takeaways in the course of a game.
Yeah, did get a couple interceptions, but in a close game like this on the road with a team that's equal as you. You had some balls that were right in the hands and you dropped. You had some open guys that you just missed, as one in the end zone as well. So it's a fine line that we talked about of winning. So just what the mentality of you as a coach saying, we're putting them in a position, they're doing some great things, but it's just that one more thing they need to do.
Yeah, we're so close, and that's why I think it really goes back to just earning it in practice. I mean, we got to practice better. We got to have better days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's why I keep stressing with the team that when we get to the point where we're really competing and playing at a high level in practice, that's going to carry over to the game. Because, yes, we're improved, but, Rod, a lot of these critical plays that you mentioned, we just didn't.
Yeah.
Whether it's offense, defense, special teams, we didn't finish those plays the way we would like.
All right, you go home now. We're going to be at home for a month, 3 games and a bye, but it's a crucial stretch, too. I mean, you've got Tarleton, the third-ranked team, coming into town next week. You got Southern Utah coming up in a couple of weeks. So just talk about at least getting home and not having to come back to the South every week.
You know, these are long trips, but I love the way the guys responded today. We certainly battled, but I mean, it will certainly be nice to be at home, sleeping in our old beds, playing in our home stadium. Yeah. But yeah, we're playing some good teams. I haven't watched film yet on Tarleton, but I know they are very talented. I keep talking to other coaches that keep telling me they're one of the best FCS teams they've seen in years. So this will be a big challenge.
All right, I'm going to bring this up because I looked at the replay on that pass to Daniel Thomason that got you down inside the 5-yard line, and they called that holding on Dallin Johnson, right?
Yes.
I looked at that, and he basically just cut the guy and then just fell on top of him. I did not see any reaching out or grabbing a guy.
Good. I mean, I saw the same thing. So, I mean, we'll turn this in. We'll get an explanation. I saw the same thing on the replay, asked the official on our sideline. He came back to me at the end of that series and said that Dallin grabbed the defender by the jersey and pulled him to the ground. That's not what I saw.
No.
I saw him cut.
Yep.
Again, very critical call in the game. You know, we'll turn it in and see what happens. But, yeah, that was certainly a tough call. And I need to watch the replay again, but that's not what I saw.
I saw the replay, and it looked like he just cut him down and just fell on top of him.
I thought I saw the same thing, and Dallin told me the same thing, too.
Yeah,
so.
There was a worse call on one of your guys on that same drive before that they didn't call, so I guess it kind of evens out. But anyway, So, all right, going back home, Tarleton's going to be really good, but this is a chance for you guys to see what you're made of, and that great things can still happen in this season, Coach.
Oh, there's no question. I mean, I think it's a great opportunity every single week. And I mean, if you love football and you're a true competitor, you put the previous games, you know, the record, you put it away. You don't think about it. You concentrate on playing football. And yeah, we've got one of the best teams in the country coming into our stadium this week. Well, you couldn't ask for anything better.
Be the top 10 last team in your stadium last year, these guys. So, Coach, I look forward to see what this season brings. I just can't wait to get there. We're all kind of getting impatient to see what you can do because we know you can do it.
We're building. We just need to finish some of these.
All right. Head coach Lance Anderson, thanks for joining us. Let's head back to St. George and spend a nice month at home with 3 big-time wins.
Sounds great.
All right, Coach Lance Anderson, we'll take a break. Be back with final thoughts after this.
If you haven't seen Utah Tech University lately, chances are you haven't seen it at all. With hands-on polytechnic learning across 300 academic programs, 30 new and renovated state-of-the-art facilities, the most affordable university tuition in the state, and 300 days of sunshine. Why look anywhere else? Discover why Utah Tech was recently named one of Education Magazine's 10 prominent universities and colleges to watch. Join us and experience the active learning, active life difference at Utah Tech.
23-16, the final. Utah Tech losing by 6 in a hard-fought game here against Central Arkansas. Trailblazers now dropped to 1-5 overall, 0-2 in conference play. As we head back home, as we talked about, we'll be home for a month. 3 games in Greater Zion Stadium beginning next week against the third-ranked team, Tarleton State. And then we'll have Southern Utah in town as well, plus a bye. So we got 3 games and a bye over the next month in St. George, so that's going to be good and a chance for maybe the Trailblazers to get over that hump. They're playing well. They're doing some great things. Now they just got to get over the hump and get a feel of what it's like to get the job done. Be no better time than next week against the third-ranked team in the country, Tarleton State. So that'll do it for us here in Conway, Arkansas. For Paul Ratliff back at the studio, great job, Paulie. And for Steve Johnson, the media relations at Utah Tech, I'm Rod Zundel saying so long from Conway, Arkansas. The final score, Utah Tech falling to the Bears of Central Arkansas, 23-17. Next time we'll see you, it'll be Tuesday night, 6 o'clock, here on Trailblazer Sports Vision and the Fan Sports Radio with the Lance Anderson Coaches Show. But for now, from Conway, Arkansas, have a great night, everybody. See ya.